Well, good morning. It's a gorgeous Saturday here in Massachusetts. I'm with my friends at Mystic Fitness Yoga Studio. My name is Amy, and I hope you enjoy our power class this morning. Make sure you have a nice big bottle of water next to you, some blocks, if you use blocks, a strap. And we are all starting here lying on our backs. So let your heads just rest on the floor. Stretch out your legs, arms at your sides, and just start to connect with your breath. Breathing in deeply, filling up your belly and your lungs. Letting all that air just swirl throughout your body. And breathing out thoroughly, emptying out your belly, emptying out your lungs. Releasing all your cares, all your concerns, and just giving this next 75 minutes to your own soul without any consideration for the rest of the world at this time. Your only job now is to breathe. Fill up your lungs, fill up your belly. Empty out your lungs and empty your bellies. Connecting to your breath is the single most important thing you can do to calm your nervous system. So just breathe. Find your connection to spirit this way. When you are in breath, you are in spirit. Spirit and breath are synonymous. And when you're in spirit, you're inspired. If you feel ready to bring some movement into your body, bring your knees up above you, put one hand on each knee, and you're just going to start stirring your knees, pulling them toward your chest and away from your chest, opening and closing your thighs, feeling that lower back start to loosen up some. I'm going to get one more mat. I'll be right back. Just take some gentle movements. Change the direction of the way you're stirring your knees. Good. And you'll gently roll over onto your sides. Come to a seated position facing the front of your room. And we'll begin today's beautiful practice just by sitting upright. Take those shoulders, roll them forward, back, and down. Chest is lifted and spine is long. The shoulders are free. There's no weight on them. There's no weight. Let go of the weight of the world here. For the next 75 minutes, the world is going to carry your weight. Let it happen. You bring your hands to heart center. or place them on your heart. Deep breath in and out, followed by Om. So inhale and exhale. Inhale. Okay. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy your practices. Thank you for coming to class today. Sit comfortably. So for me, I put my legs out in front of me with slightly bent knees. This is my seated position. I try to keep my spine long. A lot of you can take your half lotus positions or cross your legs, or maybe you're sitting on a block, or maybe hips on heels. So whatever seated position suits you. You'll inhale and sweep your arms up high so you're going to reach. Even look up some. Reach those arms up, but relax the shoulders. So shoulders pull away from the ears here. Keep that spine nice and long. So you'll inhale and reach up. Your exhale is just dropping that left arm and reaching right arm up and over, but using the side of your abdomen to help that reach. Let's switch sides. And just go from one side to the other. Oh, it's spring in the air. Well, spring is here, actually. A lot of us are outside doing some yard work. So we're going to really approach our bodies very tenderly and carefully and do a lot of scans, okay? So scanning the body for how it's feeling and nourishing the mind with good stuff so our bodies can feel great. Also, the warmer season just brings in a lot more exercise, outdoor exercise, running, hiking. You can start to just sweep forward too if you'd like. Taking any movements that feel organic for you. Yeah, if you look all the way in the back, let's see, where's that? There's right there. My friend Molly's way back there. She ran 50 miles last week. 50 miler, Molly, or 150? So, spring is here, and yoga's great for whatever it is you're doing on your weekends. Okay, my darlings, let's take our magnetic wrists. You're just going to bring your hands in front of you. First, warm them up. And then bring the wrists together and just kind of circle. And move them any which way you want. It also helps the elbows and the shoulders. Good. Rinse them off if you want, or shake them off. Good. Tabletop when you're ready. Okay? So you're just going to slide around, take a tabletop here. Hopefully the wrists are ready for it. Tabletop, your shoulders are above your wrists and your hips are above your knees. Knees are hips width distance apart. And now to begin your tabletop, the tops of your feet are on the floor. So I think these are sometimes referred to as the shoelace part of the foot. Okay, so tops of the feet. And here you arch your spine, inhaling, head lifts. It's called crazy cow. And exhale, round and tuck, chin to chest. And take some cow and cats. I'd like to introduce some core work here. Okay, so this is a beautiful stretch, but we're going to apply some core work. So cow position, dropping that belly, raising your head, followed by your exhale into cat, tucking, followed by an inhale to a neutral spine. That means a flat back, shoulders are above wrists. Good. Crown of head pulling forward. Once you're in neutral, tuck both toes under. Okay, so now instead of shoelace portion of the foot, the toes tuck under. With that toe tuck, raise the knees just 1 inch off the floor. With the knees raised, the right foot steps back into a high plank, and then the left foot follows high plank. Hold your plank, breathe in, and breathe out. Right foot steps back. Okay, so the knee is still bent though, and off the ground. And the left foot steps back, knee is bent off the ground. I guess with these pants you can't really see my knees elevated. Sorry about that, guys. Knees come down, and tops of the feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Inhale, flat back. Tuck both toes under. Please lift your knees. Left foot steps back, high plank. Right foot steps back, high plank. Hold it. Breath in, breath out. Left foot returns with the knee elevated, please. Right foot returns, knee elevated, please. Knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Inhale, we arch. Exhale, we round. Inhaling, flat back. Tuck your toes under. Lift your knees. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Hold your plank. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right foot steps forward. Left foot steps forward. Knees come down. Tops of feet flat on the floor. Inhale. Round and exhale. Flat back. Tuck your toes. Lift your knees. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back. Now you can opt to hold the plank or you can roll forward on toes. Chaturanga down. Chaturanga up. Yeah. Left foot steps back. Right foot steps back. Knees drop. Tops of feet flat on the floor. Arch. Round. Flat back. Toes tuck. Knees rise. Right foot steps. Left foot steps, high plank, chaturanga. Right foot steps back, left foot steps back, knees come down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Let's start 2 more sets, guys. Arch, round, flat back. Tuck your toes, lift your knees. Left foot steps, right foot steps. Either hold your plank or chaturanga. Left foot returns, right foot returns, knees down, tops of feet flat on the floor. Arching, this is our last one. Rounding, flat back. Tuck toes, knees come up. Right foot, left foot, plank, chaturanga. And right foot, left foot, knees down, tops of feet flat, Child's pose. How do those wrists feel? I hope they're okay. You can spread your knees here. Relax your body. What I would do is walk my hands to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Let the hips drop closer to the right edge and just give your right side body a nice stretch. Breathe. Walk your hands back to center, then walk them over to the left. Drop hips toward the left. Stretching that back. All right. Awesome. Bring your hands back to your center, guys, and come on up on those heels. So I'm going to get my props are really helpful in my practice. And sitting on your heels, let's actually outstretch the legs. So now you're going to sit facing the front and just open up your legs. Yep. And just let's take care of those wrists a little bit. So, did you feel that on your wrists too much? It was okay, because you can okay. You can always do that on your elbows as well. I actually love that posture that we just did. It's fantastic for building lower core strength. So just want to circle those wrists again. If you liked magnetic wrists, take magnetic wrists. Okay, we'll just take a side stretch with the legs separated here. So left arm maybe a little bit behind you this time. Here's another nice one while you're kind of stretching over to the left. Turn the torso a little bit to face the left leg. Yeah. And with that turned torso, right hand on the right leg, lift the left arm. And when you do this side stretch, you do want to have that twist of the torso toward the left. Okay? So instead of doing a side twist like that, you're opening up to the left and then reaching for that right foot with your left arm. And breathe. Good. And we're just building some cellular memory, so we really don't need to hold things too long. We'll take our left arm at this point, I believe, and pick up that right. Just take that. Good. And then let's see, bringing the right arm down, facing the right leg. You're going to just twist your torso a little to face the right leg. And then bring the left hand onto your left leg and find that side stretch over to the left. A little confusing, my apologies. Good. And then slowly and carefully come on down. Now you can reach for both legs, folding forward. I use a strap for this. I'm a big fan of straps. So I wrap the strap around my separated feet. I don't think on camera you can really see this very well. I think I'm getting cut off here, but bear with me. You're just going to gently pull forward. Most of you can hold your feet. I'm not able to make that reach, so I use a strap. Another option, great job, Paul, is bending your knees. So feel free to bend the knees and just find that delicate hamstring stretch. Good. Just gently coming out. Again, we don't need to hold stretches for a long time. We're merely introducing the cells to these types of movements so that they'll be more familiar with it next time. I learned this week from Nisa, and I thought this was a brilliant posture. So sitting upright, ideally your arms are out. I'm going to brace myself behind me and hold myself up. Flexing each foot, so my feet are flexed, that means the toes point up in the air. You're going to just lift that left heel an inch off the floor, down, and the right heel, and down. So just alternating those leg lifts, working those hip flexors and all this lower core material. Now we try not to use the back here. And you can see I'm new to this, so I'm still leaning back to raise my legs. The real goal here is don't use that leverage. You want your back upright. Do what you can to keep that back up. I find that when I hold my lower belly, I'm much more stable. Hard, isn't it? Yeah, and we're literally raising the legs 1 inch. Another option, put your hands one in on your lower back and the other on your front, and just try to do that. Okay, so kind of a moonwalk in a way, and you feel that strengthening those hip flexors like mad. So take a few of those. I've been practicing that all week, and it's still very challenging. What do you guys think of that? It's hard. Yep. Just a couple more again. Anything brand new, please don't overdo, or you will do damage. Okay, I thought it was sort of fun too and super interesting. Naturally, what we're going to want to do is just bring uh, either both legs into diamond here and just gently roll forward, head toward your heels, and that should feel pretty good. All prepping for a nice flow here. And then you can draw those knees together, yeah, and separate the feet a little. Support yourself behind you and just take some windshield wipers. Those are going to feel amazing. When it comes to the hip flexor strengtheners, please be delicate and go slow. One of the most important areas of the body for your mobility, but you must treat it gingerly. Okay. Here too, if you want to add a little drama, you can drop to one side and rise up, and you'll stretch that left hip flexor when you rise to the right. Coming down, the knees will drop. Good. Fantastic. I hope you're feeling pretty good now. Let's return to our tabletop pose. We'll take one more arch, cow. One more round, cat. One more neutral spine, flat back. Tuck those toes under. Lift your knees 1 inch. Oh no, don't worry, I'm not going to take you there again. I'm just going to ask you now to please raise the knees and come to downward facing dog. Push the hips up, let your head hang heavy. Knees can be bent. Start walking the dog a little so one heel at a time presses into the floor. Bend one knee at a time. You might be feeling those hip flexors a little bit. Okay. Let's bend the knees and just roll forward into plank. Pick up the hips, inhale, knees bend. Roll forward into plank. Working the portion of the quad near the knee here. And next time you bend those knees, look forward and walk your feet to meet your hands. Okay. So you're going to take that flat back, hands on shins, and forward fold. Let's take it all the way up, guys. Inhale, circle, sweep, and rise. Exhale, prayer hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Inhale, sweep up high, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the ground, inhaling that flat back. Step or walk back to that high plank. Hold your plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rolling forward on the toes, elbows bend, low plank. Inhaling upward dog or cobra. If you're doing upward dog, the knees lift. Curl the toes under, push the hips up high, downward facing dog. Big breath in and release. Good. Bend the knees, look forward. Walk your feet to meet your hands. Inhale to flat back, the halfway lift, hands on shins. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise it up, circle, sweep, and reach. Exhale, your prayer hands to your heart center. Awesome. Your next inhale, you're going to bring the right knee up with you. So rise up. And here's what you want to be thinking about. If those arms are up in the air, it's going to require more core work to hold your thigh up. So let's hold that. Breathe. Very nice, guys. Nataraja. The right hand comes on the right shin. Left arm opens out to the left. Option to gaze to the left. Beautifully done. Bring your leg back to center. Switch out your hands. Left hand on the right shin. Right arm opens up. Here's your standing twist. If you can gaze over to the right, pull that right arm behind you. Good. Bring your right arm back. Okay, arms up in the air, work that core. Push your right heel forward. Big step forward. Walk that left foot back a little. Crescent lunge position. Back knee's bent a little. Front knee is bent. Relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. Good, Joan. Chest is lifted. High twisted to the right. Nice. Very nice, Ralph. Breathe. We'll drop the right hand to the back of the left thigh. Left arm reaches up. Breathe. Chest opens. High crescent lunge, twist, back bend. Hold this with breath. We exit out of this to warrior two, which means I want you propelling your arms, turning your torso, landing the left heel on the ground, spanning the arms wide open. Relax those shoulders. Flip your right palm, breathe in, and reverse. Feel that beautiful stretch on the right side of your body. Breathe. 2 more breaths here, please. Good. Warrior two proper. Then push through, lengthen that right leg until it is straight. Straight leg triangle occurs when you drop your right hand onto either your right thigh or your ankle or a block. Straight leg triangle. Please reverse your straight leg triangle so that right leg stays strong and straight and the right arm rises up. Now I want you to make a little L with the thumb and first finger. That's your target. And a little L with the thumb and first finger on the left hand. We're just going to take some shoulder openers here. So you inhale and lift that left arm up, and your index finger meets your target, and then draw down. 2 more times. Apply your breath. Good. Landing in that reverse straight leg triangle. Return it to warrior 2. It means that right thigh is going to come down and the knee is going to bend. Warrior 2 position. Nicely done. Flip the palm, reverse that warrior. Right knee stays bent if possible. And your dismount from here is to Tadasana. So use your grace, use your balance, propel your arms, and bring that left foot forward to meet the right foot. So well done. Roll out, do any movements that you need. Circle sweep your arms up high, inhaling, and then hands return to prayer. Ground yourselves. We inhale, we sweep up, and this time we raise the left leg up with us. Now, options to keep the arms in the air or hands on hips, what works for you. We start the sequence with Nataraja pose, Dancer King. And return back. And we'll place the right hand on the left shin and open up to that standing twist to the left. Breathe. Good work. Come back to your center. Circle sweep up using that core. We're going to kick that heel out and an exaggerated large step forward into crescent lunge position. Relax those shoulders. Open up, high twist it to the left for me. 2 breaths here. And take that back bend. So your left hand meets the back of your right thigh. And your right arm reaches up, chest is lifted. And when you're ready, propelling those arms, dropping the right heel down, opening up to second warrior position. Very nice, Karina. Make sure that knee is above your ankle. Shoulders are relaxed and down, away from the ears. Breathe. We'll flip the palms, we'll reverse our warrior. Just take a hold here. One more breath. And your dismount from reversed warrior 2 is going to be your straight leg triangle. So you bring the arms back, lengthen that left leg, reach the right arm up. Maybe the feet walk in a little closer. Straight leg triangle. Now again, My triangle lives with my left hand on my left thigh, but I know very flexible types who can go way down for a straight leg triangle, possibly even holding onto your block. I find when I do that, I compromise the integrity of my alignment. I start to cave forward with that right shoulder, and I don't want to do that. So to truly have proper alignment, my triangle lives up a little higher. Okay, reverse that triangle. You're going to make that sweet little L shape with your left hand up in the air and the arrow with the right hand, and work that right rotator cuff here gently. Inhale, sweep up, and exhale, draw down. Beautiful. Nice work, Paul. Raise it up and draw back. Just feel the energy here. Feel the motion. Motion is the medicine, guys. That's been the best conclusion of my studies, my lifetime studies. Motion is the medicine. Move your way. Okay, we dismount back into Warrior Two, bending that knee. Sorry about the camera being so cut off here. Here we go. Flip your left palm, breathe in, reverse. And we will propel back to standing Tadasana position. So, roll out, shake out. Now it's a lot of arm work today. You're going to feel this in the arms. Take a drink. Like to do that 2 more times, one on each side, don't worry, without the straight leg triangle and the bow and arrow. Okay, which means we're going to move it a little quicker, but I still want you to strongly focus on each posture and each transition between the postures. So let's see, I believe we start circle sweep, rise, and then pull the hands to your heart. At this point, as you place the weight into your left leg, the right knee comes up with those arms. We open it up to Nataraja. We switch it to the standing twist. We bring back to center. We push the right foot forward. We step big. Crescent lunge position. High twist to the right for me. Take that sweet back bend. From back bend to Warrior Two. Propel those arms. You got this. Flip your right palm. Breathe in, reverse. Bring it back to your straight leg triangle. Reverse that straight leg triangle. Warrior Two proper. That means the right knee bends again. Flip your palms. Breathe in, reverse. Let's propel the arms. Step left foot forward to meet the right. Tadasana. Inhale, circle sweep. Exhale, per hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, sweep. Left thigh comes up. Exhaling, Nataraja to the left. It's all about repetition. Come back to center. Switch it out. Find that standing twist. Very difficult, very challenging. Y'all are doing it amazingly well. All right, come back to your center, circle sweep, and push the heel out, step big. Find that crescent lunge. I love that. I love that transition. You can really feel it in your strong legs, and you can control it. High twist to the left. Find the back bend. This is your segue into Warrior Two. I also love this transition. Yes, nice. The more you do it, the more fun you have with it. Flip that left palm, breathe in, reverse. You're a warrior. Hold this. You'll find your straight leg triangle next. So push through that left leg. Left hand meets either the left thigh or left shin or a block on the floor. Straight leg triangle. Let's pull back and reverse that triangle. Make sure the breath is accompanying the movement. Good. Landing in Warrior Two proper. That's an easy transition, isn't it? Bend the knee and arms come down. Flip your left palm, breathe in, reverse. We will propel the arms and step that right foot forward to meet the left, Tadasana position. So, which is more daunting? The first set, when you didn't know what was happening and we spent a lot longer on each position, or the second set, which was faster and you had to be sharper? First is harder. I agree. By second set, it's almost like an old buddy, a familiar friend. Third set, if you're up for it, it's going to be our old buddy. It's going to be that couch that's full of dog hair, and it's so comfortable, and you don't want to get rid of it. So here we go. Let's give it a whirl. Circle sweep up high. Inhale. Exhale. Prayer hands to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Circle sweep. That right thigh comes up with you. Nataraja. Dancing Shiva. Okay. Bring your leg back. Standing twist to the right. Good. Coming back to your center. Push your heel forward. Big step. Left foot even steps back. You locate crescent lunge with those strong legs. High twist it to the right, my friends. Find that back bend. Warrior Two. Propel the arms as the left heel drops and the hips open to the other side. Flip palms, breathe in, reverse. Breathing out to straight leg triangle, pushing through that right leg. Take it to your reversed straight leg triangle. So much good work for the obliques and the rhomboids here. And returning to your Warrior Two from that reverse straight leg triangle. Flip your palms, breathe in, reverse. Do you notice how it barely takes 60 seconds to complete? Here we go. Propel the arms, left foot steps back to the right. The more you do it, the faster you can do it with more attention to detail. Circle sweep. And hands come to heart. Let's go. Left thigh comes up. Open up. And find that standing twist. Good. Back to your center. Push that left heel forward. Find that big step forward and the step back crescent lunge position. High twist to the left here. Find that back bend. Warrior Two. Yes. Yes. Flip the left palm, breathe in, reverse. And we'll take it to straight leg triangle from here. Reverse your triangle. Warrior Two. It also teaches us the relationship between postures. Reverse that warrior and how closely knit they really are to one another. Let's propel the arms and step your right foot forward to meet the left. Rolling out those shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Good. Are you guys still feeling that hip flexor thing we did? I'm feeling it with everything I do, but in a good way. Like I feel like they're strong. I don't feel like I strained them, you know. So I hope you're feeling that. So if you have a block, I'd like to take a balancing half moon position. And to do that, guys, you want to face that side mirror. I think it's very helpful to be able to see yourselves in that side mirror for balancing half moon. We're going to come from five-pointed star, okay? I think that's the best entrance into balancing half moon, but that's just my personal opinion. Arms up high, inhale, rise. Exhale, open up big and wide. Here's your five-pointed star. And with the block in, let's see, block in left hand, I guess, if you're using a block. You push off with the right foot and just come on up to a balancing half moon position. So this is Ardha Chandrasana, but it's very different from, say, the Bikram Ardha Chandrasana, which is a standing stretch. This is a balancing posture. I want you to navigate this using your core, please. So it is not about pulling the right hip up or the right shoulder up. It is about spiraling the right side of your rib cage back and the left side of your rib cage forward. So work from the ribs, work from your core, and breathe. I'm going to face the camera here. One more breath for me. Okay. Take it down to five-pointed star. Before we head over to the other side, what I'd like you to do is just kind of bring your heels in a little bit, and your toes out, and just find a nice goddess position. You're going to point that tailbone down. Yeah. And arms in your goalposts. And then bring your elbows together. Okay, hands touching. And draw the hands down. And I would just like you to start rubbing those hands. I think we began the class rubbing hands. If these were different times, we'd be holding hands with each other, wouldn't we? So we're just keeping our hands warm till that beautiful time returns again. And with those warmth of those hands, we talked about self-care and how I want this class to be your diagnostic for how much care you're giving yourself. Okay, that's what we devoted the class to. So the hands are warm, and just place them in front of you, palms facing you. And that heat from your hands is just radiating, bouncing off your body. And we're going to take a body scan here. So as you bring your hands down, you can bend those knees. And the hands are just slowly going to scan your body. You can sweep them out, raise them up, push through the legs, push. I want you to squeeze your glutes as you rise. Take those hands and do that scan. Palms are facing you. That's where all the heat is. I want you to feel the heat and the energy of your own existence and how powerful that is. Okay, let's push up. Just take a couple of body scans. Sometimes we need to be reminded how passionate and how beautiful life is. Our life. Our brilliant stories. unlike anybody else's story. This is also an opportunity to reconnect with your breath. If you started to deviate and think, oh, this is just an exercise class, this brings you right back to where we're supposed to be. Kat does a lot of body scanning in this fashion, and I really love that. We're gonna do one more big scan, okay, guys? Beautiful. Sweep up, land in your five-pointed star. If the block is handy, you're gonna pass it over to your right hand and finish up with balancing half moon now. Now, after all that scanning and breathing and calming of the nervous system and heat radiation, this second side of balancing half moon may be much more effortless. What do you guys think? This side is so much easier for me after the scan. Breathe. Two more breaths. Okay, land in that five-pointed star. Let's take a yogi squat here. Arms up, hands in prayer. Feel free to walk the feet in a little more. Bring yourself slowly down. So what is the hurry? Take your sweet time. Go slow. One elbow, two elbows, and just find your squat. Now you don't want to be rounded over, okay? So I want a flat back here. Pushing through from the middle back. That's it. You got it. Couple of breaths. Maybe palms are open to the universe here. Y'all did great. Bring your hands down. Let's take our child's pose. Separate those knees. Turn and face the front, separating your knees. Child's pose. Take your time. Breathe. Walk your hands to the upper left-hand corner of your mat. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. We have a few more tricks up our sleeves, 20 more minutes. And bring your hands to the upper right-hand corner of your mat. So we did this earlier on, stretching the obliques, the shoulders. And you can find your way onto your belly, chin on the mat, feet facing the back. I'm going to take some back strengtheners here. Okay, beginning with Cobra, your hands are under your shoulders, your elbows point up. Squeeze the thigh muscles. Press the tops of your feet or the shoelace sides of your feet to the floor. Let's inhale and lift our chests. Shoulders come down away from the ears. And exhale, lower. And just take some gentle cobras. Inhaling the rise. Exhaling and lower. Go your pace. We're going to expand the arms here, okay? So next time you lower, pull the arms out and brace for impact. Bring your big toes together, thighs lift. Inhale and rise. Exhale and lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Take a few of these. Very good for the middle back here. Few more. Squeeze your buttocks. All right. Quad stretch. Relax that left leg. Reach back for your right foot. So I put my foot in one hand and my ankle in the other. Squeezing blades of the shoulders together and down the back. Chin stays grounded. We're inhaling, going to raise the right thigh up. Lower it down gently. Switch out your legs. Thighs come together. Right leg relaxes. Lift and squeeze. Breathe. Gently lower down. We'll bring the left arm out to the left, so perpendicular to the body. Bend the right knee. Pick up that right thigh. Use momentum from the leg to roll over gently onto left edge of body. Breathe. Now, if you want to unroll a little, you may, and then bend that left arm into goal post for a little bit of a deeper stretch there. Be careful, though. It's going to hit the breast muscles more, which is very important to stretch the fronts of our bodies, our chests. But please be gentle, not too much at once. Okay. Carefully rolling down. Let's try the other side. So the right arm extends, please. Left thigh comes up, and you kind of roll it back. And just give yourself a nice stretch. If this is hard on your neck, you can put your head on a pillow if you're at home, or a block if you're at the studio. And again, opting to goal post that right arm to get a little bit deeper into the bicep and the chest. And breathe. And carefully come on out. Back to center. You're just going to push yourselves up gently for reclining hero's pose. So knees come together and heels separate just wide enough to put hips in between. And my bum does not touch the ground, so I'm going to take my block and just slide it under. And that's a much nicer posture for me. And then you can lie back. Some folks get all the way back down on their shoulders. I stay just about here. This is perfect for me. Couple more breaths. Okay. You're going to come out real carefully. Turn around, lie on your backs. Your heads will face the front and your feet will face the back. You can do a little bit of ab work before we get into our final stretches. I hope we can fit it all in without coming back for an afternoon session. 12 to 2. Lunch break and then 12 to 2. Okay. I had 3 great ab things to do. Let's see if I can remember them. All right. 2 actually. Is that okay? 2 cool ab things? All right. So we're going to begin by bringing our knees above our hips and 90-degree angles here. Okay. Lay your head back, but put your hands underneath your uh, occipital region of the head. So where the neck and head meet, you interlace your fingers, but your head's on the floor to start with. Knees are up in the air. And what you're going to do, let's see if I can remember this. Yeah, okay. Shoulders lift 2 inches, guys. So you're bringing your chest closer to your thighs. All right. Point those toes, and you're going to bring the toes down, up, and then the head goes down. Okay? So head and shoulders up, toes down, toes up, and rest your head. Head and shoulders up, toes down, toes up, rest your head. Head and shoulders up, toes down, toes up, rest your head. Let's try 5 more. Up, toes, toes, down. Up, toes, toes, down. Up, toes, toes, down. Up, toes, toes, down. One more time. Up, toes, toes, down. You're saying, oh, Amy, that's not so bad. Okay. Bend the knees and place the soles of the feet on the floor. Now, here's the negative image of that one. Okay, so the old-fashioned cameras, we used to take our photos to the store, wait 2 weeks, the pictures would be printed, and you got strips called negatives. And those were the opposite image of your photo, and you held onto your negatives if you ever needed more copies of your photos. So this is the negative image of what we just did. Let me see if my brain can work this. So our feet are on the floor and our head is on the floor at this time. Okay, here we go. Knees come up, leave them there. Chest lifts, chest lowers. Toes come down. Toes up, chest lifts, chest lowers, feet down. Feet up, chest, chest, feet. Feet, chest, chest, feet. You got this? I think it's harder for me to process this. You guys all caught on immediately. I really have to think things through. Like, I was kicked out of aerobics class. I could not do aerobics in the 80s. I did not understand steps. I think this is wonderful. Let's do 5 more. Feet, chest, chest, feet. Feet, chest, chest, feet. You're feeling this one under the ribs, huh? 2 more. 1 more. All right, we did it. Yeah. You guys feel good? Stretch out nice and long. I said 3 new things, but that was all my brain can handle. So 2 new things. I love those too. I hope you enjoyed them also. Stretch out nice and long. Interestingly, when the legs are up in the air and we work the upper body, you feel that under the ribs. And then the negative image of that one, you felt that a little lower down, I think. Okay, wind removing pose. Relax that left leg, bend the right knee, squeeze. All right, that shin and hands. The hands are squeezing the shin. Thigh comes out to the right. Relax your shoulders. Let's get a little hip opener in there too, okay? So bend the left knee, put the left foot on the floor. You're going to angle that right ankle over the left thigh, making figure 4, and just squeezing the right thigh away from you. And let's drop that left thigh to the center of the mat and allow that right ankle to weigh down the left thigh for a beautiful twist here. Option to span out those arms and maybe gaze over left shoulder. Breathe. Carefully release out of that. Windshield wiper the legs left and right. We'll take it on our final side. The right leg relaxes down, left knee comes up, wind relieving pose. Breathe. Then please bend your right knee. Place the sole of the right foot on the floor. Take that left ankle over your right thigh and press your left thigh away from you. Okay. When you're ready, the right thigh drops down and the left ankle weighs it down for a supine twist. Maybe the arms splay out and you gaze over to the right. Spend some breath here. Well, it's another Saturday together, and I can't thank you enough for tuning in from all over the world. My name is Amy, and I will see you next Saturday. And tomorrow we have Dima at 9 a.m., so I hope you'll tune in. I'm going to close up with these guys, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.